Do you want Yordan Alvarez to participate in the home run derby?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, 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 and never. We have our Yordan rules previously, but when you look at the history of some of the guys in the last couple of years that have literally overdone it and overextended themselves, I know that Julio Rodriguez got hurt coming out last year, I think it was, in the home run derby. There was at least one other player that got hurt and their back and or other things were hurt coming out of the home run derby. We've said how vitally important he is to the success of the Houston Astros, and that's why he has rules to protect him. This would be, it may have already come up in the past, but this is a solidified rule. Yordan, no to the home run derby. I'm glad that it hasn't really got stuck on your radar. I'm glad you hadn't thought about it. Please don't think about it ever again because we don't need to see that.
I've seen some people that, like baseball people that I respect. Like, oh, it would be so much fun to have Yordan. He should do it, and it would be fun. It would be fun, but in no way do I want Yordan Alvarez participating in the home run derby. Now, they changed the rules a little bit to where it's not as strenuous, but still pretty strenuous. But still, I'm out on Yordan Alvarez participating in the home run derby. Chewy says, come on, man, why ruin the fun? Because we want him healthy for the 162. We don't want the guy to have, a balky hand the rest of the year. Or who knows, he might strain his neck and then need Tommy John surgery.
Time out, Chewy. Have we thought about this? Why ruin the fun? What's more fun, getting to the playoffs with a chance to win the World Series or getting some crossed silver bats for winning the most home runs on one given night in the NBA, in the Major League Baseball All-Star Game? Stop it. It would be way more fun if the Astros continue on the path they're going on, and that means you need Yordan Alvarez in the middle of the lineup.
Yeah, we're on the same page here. Oso, he says that if the Astros are 17 and a half games back in the wild card, Yordan can do the derby. Facts.
Sure.
Like, let's save, hopefully Yordan never experiences this, but let's save this whenever the Astros are on a 90-loss pace. Let's do it in a year when they have no chance to make the playoffs. This year, you're scrapping and clawing just to get back in the race. Anytime you're in the race, it's too important to have Yordan Alvarez in the lineup. 3082, you can't wrap Alvarez in bubble wrap. I really want to. I would love if we could wrap up Yordan Alvarez in bubble wrap. If you could wrap up Yordan Alvarez in bubble wrap, I don't think he strains his neck on that pillow in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I also don't think he slides on the ice like he had bad skates on in the outfield that last year where it gave everybody a heart attack that he might have done something serious. The fact of the matter is I want Juan Soto and Aaron Judge. I want Adley Rutschman, and I want J-Rod in there, and I want them all to overdo it.
Yeah, I want them all to overdo it. Now, Yordan was asked about participating in the event. Apparently, this was yesterday after the win against Toronto. Alvarez said that it hasn't crossed my mind. He also said right now, at this point, I'm just going to focus on trying to help the team win, trying to finish this first half strong. It's really something I'm not super motivated to do right at this moment.
Perfect.
Music to my ears.
Just keep it right there, Yordan. Keep the focus right where I like where your head's at. You keep doing that. Just like when you said, hey, when they went to Mexico, it was a chance to restart the season and then get things going in the right direction. Well, darn it, here we are. Don't screw it up now.
I want to put them in bubble wrap and then put them in like the bubble room, like the bubble boy, and then only let them out of the bubble room for the bubble boy in bubble wrap whenever it's his turn to bat.
I'm going to let him go to the weight room, too.
You want him in the weight room?
I'm going to let him in the weight room, and I'm going to let him eat. Because he's got to stay healthy.
What about
and strong.
sleep?
Well, he can sleep. He can sleep with all the extra spare time he has in the bubble.
Yeah, he does need to be strong. I don't want him to do too much weights, though. Like, he needs to be smart about how he's doing the weights. Now, one good thing about doing the weights, aside from making his bones strong and his muscles big, is that the best motivator in sports history resides in that weight room.
As long as you've got that strength coach, you don't want to piss him off either, because he could also go the other way on you, and you don't need that. You need him in your corner supporting you, so therefore you're going to do your regular weight routine.
Yeah, you got to have Hazel Wesson on your side.
Wes, they like to call him.
They call him Wes because his last name's Wesson. 713-780-ESPN. But that's why. We don't want Yordan Alvarez to have fun, Chewy. We don't want Yordan to have fun. We want him to win baseball games and lift titles. This texter says we're not winning the World Series. He should do the home run derby. What's more important to you, making the playoffs and chasing a World Series or participating in the home run derby? Making the playoffs and chasing a World Series. That's what it is. Let Tucker do it then, says 3080. Are you kidding me?
No,
So
thank you.
Tucker can foul off the
Right.
pitch off his shin and then miss 2.5 months? You kidding me? I'm not letting Kyle Tucker do it. You know who can do it? Jose Abreu. Jose Abreu can do it. It's $19.5 million. That's who can do it. Jose Abreu should be the only Astro, quote unquote Astro, that's even thinking about the home run derby. We're not having fun here. This isn't a funny business. It's not about fun. It's about wins.
The double dolt off the shin in the same spot wasn't enough to scare the hell out of you that Tucker's the next one in bubble wrap if you have to once you get him back.
Killer Bees, no fun here.